welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing another speed paint, but this time I'm going to be drawing another YouTuber's Love to Draw Manga's OCs. So these two OCs names are Faith and Brayson, and they're from her webcomic, My Next Door Neighbors, which if you haven't read it, you should. If you go on Love to Draw Manga's channel, she has different channels linked and it's down there, so you should definitely read it. It's really good. I love it. Um So she's like pretty much like my favorite art YouTuber. And so if you're watching this Love to Draw Manga, thank you so much for your videos. They always make me so happy. They're such a highlight of every week for me. Um and so for the drawing, I wanted to draw them holding hands, which isn't something I usually draw. So if you saw me before, put in an image that I did on paper and trace it for the hands. That's why I spent like a half hour going on paper trying to draw decent hands, and then I decided to trace them and do them digitally. I always trace drawings from paper onto digital. For some reason, it's really hard for me to draw like digitally first. Like it's just difficult. So I always do it traditionally and then I trace and do it digitally. That's just how I draw, and I for some reason can't do it any other way. um so Faith, her like eyes and the placement of them are really hard. Same for Brayson. My original sketch this time wasn't that good, so it was hard going off it and trying to copy it and make it actually look decent, so it took a really, really long time to make it look right. This is probably the longest that I can remember spending on a drawing in a long time. I usually only do 30 minutes of digital art a day, but I had to do some extra to actually finish this drawing in a reasonable amount of time. It took me almost a week to do, so yeah, it took me a long time. Um I kept messing around with, like, what expressions I wanted them to have, cause a lot of times, like, Faith will have, like, her mouth open, and I think she usually looks cutest like that, so I, in the end, decided to make her mouth open, but I just, was, like, trying to decide, like, how did I want it to look exactly, so I changed it a lot. Same with Brayson, I had trouble deciding, do I want his mouth open or not, and what exact expression he would be making, so I had to keep looking at reference pictures of them until I finally decided on expressions. And so now I'm adding some shading. I didn't really know what to do for the shading in this picture because the lighting, and when you'll see me do like the background, it's not really realistic lighting, so I just kind of did whatever I wanted with the lighting. Maybe they're at like a photo booth or something, I don't know. And yeah, so here's me messing around trying to decide backgrounds, and I added some hair shading. I could also had trouble deciding if I wanted Faye to have eyebrows or not, but in the end I decided to not give her eyebrows. Yeah, so now I'm changing up her mouth again, and I made their eyes extra shiny because I know that Love to Draw Manga really loves shiny eyes, and I thought it might look more like them if I did that. And so this is a little background that I did, just basically a gradient of color, and little sparkles and extra details. And here we are. Here's the finished picture. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. And I'll put a link to Love to Draw Manga's account and Next Door Neighbors webcomic. And I'll see you all later. Bye for now.